morning, friends. My name is Megan and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new, and welcome to this video, which is a day in the life vlog on a day off. I've spoken about this a few times. I can't really do a day in the life when I work. I'll do weekly vlogs, but there's just way too much happening in one day for me to be able to film and have enough content. So we're doing it on a day off. Today is Monday. It is Labor Day. So we get an extra day of the weekend, which is very much needed. This video is going to be a blend of lifestyle and bookish because, as I said, this is going to be kind of like a catch-all day. I need to, get my life back in order after being sick for the past like 2 weeks. Then we had a leak that created kind of a mess, and so we're kind of in the catch-all stage of, cleaning the house, getting ready for the week. It's a very realistic what I have to do in a day when I'm not working, because I kind of push a lot of things to the side when I am at work. So while we do all of this, I also want to include bookish things because it's a day off. So I would like to go read by the water this morning. It is a beautiful sunny day, as you can see by this lighting. It's gonna be very hot. I am chilling in my sweater because I have the AC on, but it's gonna be like 40 degrees outside. Love that for us. So we're gonna read a little bit later today, but while I do all my chores, I'm going to be trying to finish the audio for Dragon Mountain by Katie and Kevin Sang. This is the first book in a middle grade series. I'm currently on page 192, in the middle of chapter 23. I have an hour and 10 minutes of this left on audio, which I highly recommend the audiobooks if you guys are considering the series. This is about a young boy named Billy who goes to China to learn Mandarin in a Mandarin camp because he's half American, half Chinese. And he's very reluctant to that. He doesn't really want to spend his summer in a camp away from home. When he gets there, he makes some friends, but he also realizes that he has, I guess, an important duty and a reason for being in China, and that is that he is bonded to these dragons. And I'm not going to spoil why and what that means, but essentially this is very reminiscent of Percy Jackson because of like the camp element, and there's dragons, and it's just like very much those kinds of vibes, but it's also its own story. And I am really enjoying this book so far. I wouldn't say it's a new all-time favorite. Like, this is not going to be a 5-star, but definitely like a 3.75, 4-star, depending on how this ends. They also read very quickly. I do have book 2 that I would try to get to sometime, not this month because my TBR is stacked. But yes, this is what I'm going to try and finish as we clean this morning, and then I'm probably going to try to read some more of The Way of Kings when I read outside, and probably pick up another book either today or when I start my weekly reading vlog tomorrow. So without further ado, let's get working. friends, as you would have seen, we are done one of the rooms in the house, which was the bathroom. It was in desperate need of some love. It is now all clean, and throughout that I have been listening to my audiobook, and we got to some intense scenes throughout this. So I think last time I spoke with you I was on page 193, so I was able to get through this much while cleaning the bathroom, which is great. I am now on page 275 or chapter 31, and as I said, things have been kind of, you know, we're reaching the climax of the story considering that we only have like this much left. I have 26 minutes left of the audio. Without spoiling anything, our humans, so our main character Billy and his 3 friends, that's kind of like the group of people we're following, each had a dragon, and they are now not like in physical proximity to their dragons, and they have to kind of do things to save the dragons. Obviously this is like a chosen trope middle grade book. These are some of my favorites, but it's very interesting to see where the authors decided to take this kind of trope and what it entails and what is happening to our main characters and their dragons, and the whole politics behind this world, I think is really well done. I think that the plot twists and what are happening make sense for a middle grade story. They aren't as predictable as I would have expected for this kind of middle grade, and I'm really enjoying myself. I think if you like dragons, if you're in the mood for like a chosen one adventure, this book definitely hits it right on the head. I wish I would have gotten the Waterstones editions of these when they were coming out, but I do have on pre-order the first book in a spin-off series to the Dragon Realm series, so that's why I'm trying to get through these books. So as I said, I'm really enjoying myself. The bathroom is done. I think next up we'll be cleaning the bedroom. I am in the middle of cleaning the sheets, as you could have seen, but I'm just gonna lay down a blanket for now in case my cat wants to come in and sunbathe. And yeah, I will update you guys once the bedroom is done, and probably this book as well. And then we'll probably pick another audiobook. I have one in mind. Technically it's not on the September TBR. It was on the August one though. So let's keep grinding. Also, I just got ready for the day as best as I could because it is hot outside. So the hair has gone up in a clip. I got my little butterfly earrings that I wear all the time now, my same jewelry I wear all the time, and this dress, which I love and is super flattering, that I got at Value Village of all places. I really love this dress. I've been wearing it non-stop. So that's pretty much the outfit for today because it's only 10:30 and it's freaking 30 degrees outside, so it's gonna be a warm one. But update, there's 13 minutes left of the audio, so I'm gonna finish cleaning up the bedroom, and yeah, let's move on with the day. It is now 11 a.m. We are back in the office to talk books because I just finished Dragon Mountain and I'm going to be giving this a 4 out of 5 stars. I really enjoyed the ending of this and I did not predict it was going to end this way. This book definitely ends on a cliffhanger and it brought in some elements that I did not even consider to be a possibility, but with reflection it makes sense. I will say I don't try to guess the outcomes of middle grade books because they are not for me. I am not the target audience, so I don't want to ruin the fun of just kind of going on an adventure with trying to see like ahead what's going to happen, because most middle grade books could be predictable to an adult audience, but the magic of it is just going along for the ride. And let me tell you, my jaw dropped when I finished this book. I sat down on my bed for like the last 10 minutes of this just to kind of ease into the ending and not miss anything. And wow, was I shooketh. I really enjoyed this, and I think if you like dragons, if you like the chosen one trope, if you like friendship groups and bonding with animals, this is a really fun one. If you're in the mood for something that's kind of reminiscent of Percy Jackson but it has its own story, this is definitely something I would recommend. And I'm really happy I did end up picking this up again and reading it, because I don't know if I mentioned this in my August TBR. This was an August read for Candyland, but I had originally picked this up like 2 years ago when I wasn't into middle grade as much, and I had read like 40 pages and put it down, and I had not wanted to unhaul it because I knew kind of in my gut that I would end up liking this, but it wasn't the right time for me to pick this up. So I'm happy I gave this book a second chance, and I'm also happy I have the next book in the series, which is Dragon Legend. Oddly enough, these are not published by the same publisher, unless Sterling Children's Books is an imprint of Simon & Schuster, but they don't have the same finish. Maybe I just didn't buy them at the same place. I don't really remember, but I'm so happy. And like this cover, I can't really show you because of the sun, but it's really iconic with the 4 dragons and the children on it. I really think this is going to be a fun one, and I'm not really sure where this is going to go. I don't know how many books are in this series. Let me have a yonder. There's 5 books in the series, I believe. Yeah. Dragon Mountain, Dragon Legend, Dragon City, Dragon Rising, and it ends with Dragon Destiny, which is very interesting. Cannot wait to get to book 2, but as I said, it will probably not be this month. Now, I need to vacuum the bedroom, so I'm going to take a little break from audiobooks, because even if the audio was in my ears, it's a little bit difficult to understand. But I think either one of my next choices are going to be either Green Wild, because I tried reading that book physically and for some reason I did not expect the writing style to be the way that it is, and I'm thinking maybe an audiobook would be better. And I do have the audio. I could do the next Fireborn book, but I usually read along physically with that. I also have Keeper of the Lost Cities, but I'm thinking of like listening to the audio and reading at the same time. So I guess Green Wild is probably going to be the next audio on deck. So I'm going to go vacuum the bedroom, then maybe we'll go on a little intermission and take a walk, and I'll come back and do the kitchen with you guys. That's kind of what a day off looks like for me. It's a lot of cleaning and being productive with some leisure sprinkled here and there. So let's keep grinding. I have been cleaning my kitchen for the past hour, 45 minutes maybe. I don't like doing dishes. Also, you might hear the dishwasher running, but it's something I, you know, need to do, especially because I'm not the one who cooks in this house. So, you know, I have the dishes responsibility. But I have done the dishes, I have vacuumed the floors. I need to mop some of the floors now, which usually my robot does, which I have named Sheldon. If you know, you know. But I don't have access to like starting that robot. It is not on my phone, and I am alone at home right now, so it just needs to get done. I will do it. Usually I don't do it because of my back, Fun fact about me, my back feels like the back of a 85-year-old person. So yeah, I have taken a little break. I'm watching some booktube before I get back into it. I should probably have lunch, but I also am not in the mood to eat at this moment. But I wanted to show you guys this, so let me flip you. As you can see by my TV, which this needs to be decluttered, don't come for me. This right here is my bunny, and this is his new living arrangement. He used to be in my office with his sister, but then my other bunny passed away, and so we have been making sure, first of all, that he's not sad, but we also wanted to give him more space. His cage needs to be clean. I'm well aware of that. Again, my partner needs to bring in this whole big bag of litter. It's too heavy for my back. But we got him this tunnel and this bed, which he's now sitting in, and he can kind of rest there as he pleases all day. His cage remains open throughout the entire day, and then at night we close it just to make sure he doesn't like go out and eat electrical wires while we're sleeping, because that would be a tragedy. So he has access to food, water, hay at all times, and he can play around. He really loves his tunnel. He goes in and out of it. So yeah, and then when we're in the living room, he has more people around, and I get to claim back some space in my office. Speaking of, I should be getting my bookshelf maybe in the next week or 2 weeks. I'm hopeful we'll be able to go to IKEA and get it, because then I could, you know, rework my shelves, decorate everything for fall. As I said, this video will be a fall reset, and that's gonna come at the end of September about. So very exciting things. I also want to plan out my week today, so I'm going to show you guys what that kind of looks like. We're probably going to do that outside. I do want to spend a little bit more time outside. I did go for my walk, which was fabulous. I did read some of The Way of Kings, but I don't read that very quickly, unfortunately, and I don't really have anyone to speak about this book with at this point in time, so it's a little bit harder to understand the references and all of the stuff now that I'm kind of on my own, but we're making it work. All is well in the world. I also have books that I want to show you guys, and I want to talk about some interesting stuff that's coming up, but before that I think I'm gonna make myself mop the floors while I watch some more booktube. And I should probably have lunch, but not really hungry right now. Oh my god. Let me show you how cute he is. So yeah, I always kind of get a lull of energy at this point in the day as well. It's kind of where I struggle to do things. Usually I'm well and good in the morning, and then from like noon to 3 is a little bit harder for me, which at work usually means it's the time I take to 1, have lunch, and 2, write notes instead of seeing patients, because you want to be all there when you speak with your patients. And then from like 6 to 8 I get another like peak of energy, and then I'm done for the day. So I'm not sure until how long in the day I'm gonna take this vlog, but basically this is kind of what I do on pretty much every day off when I don't have plans. Like yesterday I went to the Econo Museum, which is an outdoors area where they have some birds and stuff that they have rescued and are taking care of, so it's not like a zoo. And I went there with my niece and my family. It was really nice. And what did I do on Saturday? Oh yeah, I filmed videos in the morning, and then I went out in the afternoon for some shopping and stuff, some things for fall that will be in my fall reset, and just kind of had a chill time. Had dinner on Thursday night. We went out to eat. So it's been a busy couple of days, so this day is like my catch up, but this applies to at least one day every weekend. So it is a very realistic day in my life, even if it's not the most entertaining one. So yeah, we have some more stuff to do, but I'm going to take a little bit more of a break while watching YouTube and mopping the floors, and then we can get to planning and talking about other fun stuff, because, you know, can't always be productive. Hello. The floors have been mopped, the house is clean, and from the candle which I lit should be smelling like apples, but again, don't have a sense of smell. All I know is it's supposed to smell fresh and clean. So the only thing I would have left is to clean up my office. I did do an office reset not that long ago. However, when I film videos, it becomes very cluttered again. So that should be done maybe today. We will see how I feel. However, right now, what I'm in the mood for is to talk to you guys about what has been happening in my life. I have a couple of things to haul, and then we're gonna go sit outside and plan for the upcoming week, because I'm a big planner girl, especially a paper planner girl, and there's some things I need to put down on my calendar. One of these things is that I'm going to the hairdresser on Thursday. By the time this video is up, like, you should have seen me with different hair. Essentially, I think I'm gonna go to the hairdresser. Oh, I'm going to the hairdressers either to get my hair dyed again brown, or I might jump on the cowboy copper hairstyle, because my hair has a lot of ginger undertones, and as much as I don't want red hair, I kind of want to try something out in that manner. So I think my hair might get a little bit of a transformation, and I'm very excited for it for the fall time. It's also needing a big chop, especially the bangs. So I'm going in to the hair salon on Thursday, and I'm hoping to come out of the salon looking quite different. So you guys will probably see that either in the weekly reading vlog I'm planning to film or upcoming videos. But I just wanted to let you know, like, that's one of the things on the agenda for the week. Another thing is that yesterday I finally submitted proposals for tattoo ideas. I don't have a single tattoo on my body. However, there's two specifically that I want. One being a butterfly. It represents something very private to me, but I have submitted something for that. And the other one is a bunny. If I think of it, I will include the inspiration photo, and this is to honor the passing of my pet. I don't know if I'll be able to get into the specific tattoo artist's schedule for, I think it's the next 3 months, October, November, and December, I think is her next bookings. But I am, like, I know her. She's dated a friend of my partner, and she is an amazing tattoo artist. So I sent it as a missive, like I submitted something online. That was very difficult to say. I should be getting news in the next 2 weeks. I haven't really told anyone that I'm planning on getting tattoos, but those are the two I want to get. So if it happens in the upcoming months, obviously I will bring you guys along. So yeah, that's pretty exciting on my end, because I've been meaning to get that butterfly tattoo since 2020. And my bunny tattoo is something that's, like, very near and dear to me. They are some of my favorite pets in the entire world, and I want to remember, you know, their significance on my life. Plus, it's just so cute. So maybe in the next couple months I'm gonna have a tattoo or two, which is very exciting. Something else that is exciting, which has happened, I'm sorry, my glasses are really disgusting, which has happened in the past 2 days. So as you may have seen in the past 2 months now, I've been getting into, like, special editions, subscription boxes, all that kind of stuff, and I'm trying to find some that work for me. I'm thinking of canceling my Owl Crate Junior box because I can't really justify the cost of that box, because it's not very exclusive in its editions. I did like having the option of having a book I haven't heard of picked for me, but I don't think that one's gonna work out. So yesterday I was finally invited for the Hello Lovely Trope of the Month box, and they do custom editions of paperback books with, like, a little swag item. I love Hello Lovely. I have a few of their, like, merch, and I've been on that wait list for a couple of months now, and when I got the email yesterday I was like, oh my god, this is so exciting. Plus I had just sold a bunch of beer and, like, soda bottles and everything. I recycle all of them and I get my money back, so it essentially paid for the entirety of the box. Now I don't know if I'm gonna get access to the September one or if I paid for October. They said the cutoff was after the 3rd, you go to the next month. However, I purchased mine on the 3rd, so it's very unclear. And as of now, I haven't gotten an answer from the comment I left on Instagram. Maybe they haven't seen it. And then today, I got off another wait list for, it's Fox and Wit, but their Foxglove box, which is a romance box, and they recently did, I think it's a recent box, like, addition to Fox and Wit. They recently did an edition of Love Theoretically that oh my god, I wish I knew about, because I would have bought that so quick. But I finally got on their subscription box, and the book for the month of October, which is the box I am getting on, is actually Forget Me Not by Julie Soto, which technically I got in the Afterlight box for July. However, I have sold that box because the more I looked at that book, the more I was disappointed by its appearance. I do have a regular copy of it for now, but I'm so happy that I'm going to be able to get a customized edition of that book. So that means I have a lot of subscription boxes. I need to narrow it down. If you guys have any recommendations of things I should keep or not, let me know. But just know that there's going to be quite a few unboxings coming in the next couple of months for those of you who like those things. Now, last thing before we get to planning. This is a bag of stuff I've been meaning to haul for a really long time. So why not do it now and kind of get it out of the way? Because this is a chill vlog. It's a day in my life, and I think this video is really just to kind of show you guys where I'm at this current moment, what a day in my life looks like, and just chat with you guys. It's more of an informal vlog, and I hope you guys are enjoying this. Let me know if you want me to do it again. But there's a mixture of two things in here. One is a candy haul, and the other is books I've thrifted recently. Maybe you guys don't care about candy, but I love watching people eat and try candy and do that kind of stuff online. I'm a very intense sugar addict. So let me show you. First things first, I am a lover of Mike and Ike. Like, if they sponsored my channel, I'd love them for life. Never gonna happen, but you know what I mean. And I discovered that there's such a thing as Mike and Ike cotton candy. So it's like the layers are the different flavors of the regular Mike and Ike. So I got myself a bag, and these are all from my local like candy store. Very excited. I think I'm gonna do taste test in my weekly reading vlogs if you guys care. I also saw rock candy on a stick. I don't remember what flavor this is. Raspberry? I don't really remember, but I know it's not cotton candy, which I was afraid of because it's pink. But it's a flavor I know I'm gonna love, and this really reminds me of my childhood. If you guys ate rock candy like this when you went to the zoo and stuff when you were a child, then you are part of my era. What else do I have in here? Yes. Technically I had two of these, but I have consumed one. This is a Nerd Rope. This is the holiday edition one, and I was afraid it's gonna be expired. It expires this month, so I need to crack this one open. I love these. And the last thing, and something I definitely want to try in a vlog, let me just remove this, is freezer dried Skittles. I have been seeing this for literal years now from people in the States, and I've wanted to try this for so long. This is not going to focus because it's very reflective, but it's from the Pixie Candy Company, and for some reason I feel like this is going to scratch an itch. It's made in Canada as well, so love that. So that's the candy. I don't know why that was necessary, but just know it's there. And then we have the books. The first one on this stack is a proof that I was able to get, not by the publisher, but someone was just getting rid of proofs, and it is Everything She Feared by Rick Mofina, and this is a thriller, and it says, when a teen falls while taking a selfie at the edge of a cliff, the last thing she sees before plummeting to her death is Katie Harmon, the 9-year-old girl she was babysitting, looking down at her. And then it's an investigation about the murder. This came out April 11th of this year. I am very intrigued by this. It sounds exactly up my alley. And then, two things I found at Value Village, I had a coupon, it was wonderful, are the, this one needs to be cleaned a little bit, so no judgment, OG editions of the Vincent Boys and the Vincent Brothers by Abby Glines, which I own the entire Seabreeze series with the spines, and so these are going to go right with them. And I just love these kinds of series. They were my entire teenagehood, and I've been looking for these copies forever, and they are in great great condition, not even like yellowed out, so I was very happy about this. Another book I'm super excited I found was Things We Do in the Dark by Jennifer Hillier. This is a well-known thriller, and again, great condition. I had a coupon, so it was not expensive at all, because we all know thrillers have become obnoxiously expensive. And then something that's very much out of my comfort zone, but that I want to try, is The City of Brass. This is like the OG paperback, and it's in really good condition, and I got this for less than $5 with my coupon. Do I really know what this is about? No, but I've heard so much great things about S.A. Chakraborty and this series in general, and I think this is a trilogy, so in my foray of trying fantasy, I think this could be a fun thing to try. If not, I'll just give it away or resell it if I don't like it. But it looks like it has, ooh, what is in there? Multiple perspectives, and there's a symptoms checklist of some sort. That's odd. And a phone number. Okay. The little things you find in thrifted books. So yeah, that is my haul. So now we're gonna go sit outside with my planner, a glass of soda, because it's my thing, and we're gonna plan this week, and it's gonna be relaxing. We're gonna put little stickers on there. We're gonna listen to a Jersey Giant on repeat until the end of time, and yeah, come along with